morning, Edward.
Morning.
Where is Jerry?
Behind you.
Hello. Oh, good morning. Let's go to my office.
Okay.
One of you two have a seat. The chair isn't there to
You're
just
closer
look
to the
nice.
seat.
I don't need to sit down. You can sit down.
I don't need to sit down either. I'm as strong as a synth.
Well,
Sure.
if nobody of you wants to sit down, then you can keep standing. Yes. So, today on the plan, first of all, Edward, have you heard any news from your armor?
No, not yet.
Alright, understood. Do you have anything else planned for today?
Well, to be fair, I was probably going to go check up on it, considering Phoebe and her guest will be over there. So,
Alright. If you meet Phoebe over there, let her know that I want her for a debrief over here once she's done.
understood. Anything else, or do you
Other
want me
than
to
that,
go
if
ahead?
you don't have any other plans. Hmm?
Is that all for the morning? Or do we actually have anything on the roster?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the hunt yesterday went good. I had some fun.
Looked like it. The Red Room was really having a lively party, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll just leave that guy in a cell for a week or two, and then talk to him again. Other than that, there's not really too much to do today. Ophi and Jerry, I would like to talk with you guys exclusively in a few minutes. So,
Understood.
Edward, if you want, you can move over to Shimatsu. Check on the armor right now. I will bring
Right.
you if I need you.
Understood. I have no idea how a row pistol that I spawned out from my backpack and then put back in again has turned into a row pistol and a row revolver. Weird. I'm gonna have to bring that up to the team. I would take bets that they're not done, or still better gun. Check. You know what? I'm just going to sit. So this is going to be a day. I just have to hope to shit that my fucking headset doesn't die on me. God. So I'm going to wait for 3 minutes. And then I'm going to go over to the gate. And hope that my nose clears up, God. Yeah, you love to feel it, right? So yeah, where did my Icarus go? God. Backpack system is so scuffed for me. Yeah, got to love it. Right.
Hello, how can I help you?
Morning. Just checking on the well-being of our asset that's in your care.
Currently in the lab right now.
Wonderful. If you could pass on to our synthetic unit to meet up with the Admiral to get debriefed once she's finished, be much appreciated.
Wonderful, I'll do that when they're done doing their thing.
Excellent.
Because I'm in the midst of that right now.
And any progress
I think.
with
Or at least the rules.
any progress with my armor?
Not that I've heard of yet.
Right. Good to keep tabs after all.
Mm-hmm.
My armor's the second thing. Just making sure that Phoebe knows to contact us.
When I see Titus, I'll ask.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I get that sorted. Anything else, or is that all?
No, that's all. Just an early morning quick check-in with that.
Alright, fantastic. So, how's your day being? You got much else to do so far?
I could be rather crass about describing the amount of things I have to do, but, no, not really. I was thinking about going and getting myself some early breakfast at Trident.
Good idea. I mean,
I've got the time and they can call me up anytime they want. If I'm a free agent at this point,
fair enough.
might as well make use of the time.
Really good for you. Good for you. Sorry, I'm still sort of waking up. I had a really awful rest last night for some reason, you know?
No, not really. I tend to sleep rather well. Briefly, but restfully.
Oh, good. That's good.
Anyway, I won't keep you then. I'll get onto my early breakfast.
Enjoy if I'll check to see how far they're along on that, and I'll pass on your message.
Much
Hopefully
appreciated.
that will show up. So I have a wonderful day. I'm going to go back in and yep.
Likewise, Lennon. Have a good one. Could have pushed my way inside if I wanted, but eh. Deku, help me spawn, please. This is better than a Geb cube.
Beck, what's the stats over at Shimizu?
Things are still being worked on. So, I've got to
Alright,
get myself
how-
breakfast.
Alright, what's the stats on Phoebe? Is she also still getting work done?
Yes, I've told Shimetsu to have them contact you the moment that they're finished.
Alright, understood. Are you having breakfast over at Gap or at Trident?
Trident, though, I've just finished. I'm heading out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to have a quick chat with Conrad, so
Would you like me
I'll
to
be
head
over
back?
to Trident if you need me. Oh no. I mean, you can join us if you want.
I will do then. I'll be there momentarily.
Alright.
Interesting being able to sit here and see anyone that comes up to the gate without them being able to see you very easily. Pretty flash, though. Right, well, it's over there.
We also were told that he was about to have some breakfast here, or just done, or something like that. I guess he's off on his own.
Rush to the rest there? Maybe?
Potentially. Back we're at the Trident Bar now.
I know,
If you want to
Admiral, I
join
can
us, feel
hear
free
you.
to.
Oh.
Ah. Oh,
Maybe I'm good at what I
Alright.
do.
Oh.
I don't bite. I'm pretty sure Mr. Dovas here doesn't bite either.
What? But what? I'm confused.
He kind of just nibbles on his food. He doesn't really bite it.
Yeah. You don't have to stand there.
Yeah, there is it.
We weren't really told to be
I
at
can
ease.
tell.
Switch along as well. There we go.
Okay. Noted.
You two don't have to stand there as well.
I
That
enjoy
is it.
standing.
I enjoy standing.
Well, Ophi, if you enjoy standing there so much, feel free to let us know if anybody approaches.
Will do.
Because I am hungry, and Mr. Dovas, I'm going to let you in on the probably best kept secret of this planet.
Well, why
I
can't
expect you to not share this
Because you aren't Ophi.
with anyone. Other than that, it will have repercussions even for somebody of your status. Understood?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Some people do not believe it, but I have a face.
It's amazing, right? It's not just a black vacuous hole under there.
So, how are you on this fine morning?
Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna be right back.
Whispering on the other comms.
I'm sorry. Could.
Let's just say, that is very wonderful. Philly's finishing up with your synthetic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to hear the whole first bit because I was just too far away. So.
Likewise.
Don't worry. I apologize. That's good for them. Yep, nope, not much problem, not much to report for this morning, unfortunately. Just
I see.
nice quiet time.
Well, we have to talk more with Mr. Ludovic. It was a pleasure meeting you today.
Pleasure seeing you this fine morning. Hope you enjoy your talk with Mr. Ludovic.
It's always a pleasure anyway. Reginald's not standing here anymore.
Yeah, I'm quite confused. Maybe he has a day off.
No, he was here before, standing front and center, so either he's gone outside for something or been called away.
Yeah.
Which means Mr. Ludovic might be quite busy, who knows?
It would be unfortunate. But we're gonna make it quick. Just deliver some of the recordings from yesterday's interrogation.
I'm sure he'd
The
love
whistleblower
to
mentioned
see
the
that.
connection to a Trident reporter, and Mr. Ludovic might want to put a stop to that.
True. Plugging leaks is probably something he's quite fond of.
Hmm?
Well, from Trident at least, not from everyone else.
Yes. By the way, I was planning on doing a run down to the row with Ophi later? Just a little undercover snooping around. That's okay for you?
Understood, I can hold the fort.
Very good. How are things looking with Phoebe over at Shimizu when you checked with her?
Didn't actually go in and see them. Things were progressing from what I
Oh,
heard.
okay.
Ah, look.
That's good. Ah, Reginald.
Good morning, everyone. How can I help
Good morning, Reginald. Is Mr. Ludovic in?
Yes, we're in the middle of the morning meeting. It may be some time.
Yeah. Well, there's actually something that you can just deliver to him. With best regards from Astral. Would you mind for a second so I can actually hand it to you? Hands over a data card. This contains some interesting material about a whistleblower that we picked up yesterday. The interrogation of this whistleblower indicated that he has ties to a Trident reporter. Mr. Ludovic might be interested in, making sure that said reporter does not leak any more information.
I see.
Tell him to contact us if he deems further action necessary and/or has any more questions.
Certainly. We thank you for
Thank you very much, Reginald.
tip.
Wish you a wonderful day and a quiet shift.
Have a wonderful rest of your
Let's
day.
go.
Yes.
Where did Jerry go
Bye.
again?
Heads up, Amber. Quite literally.
I'm
Heads up.
listening.
Ah, he's got the drone.
Ooh. I see you have your new toy.
Yeah, pretty hard to see from up here.
It's true, many people don't look
How's
up,
it
especially
going?
around here.
It's pretty slow but maneuverable.
Okay, that's good. Generally speaking, slow movements are drawing less attention, so might be a benefit in the long run. Let me have a look at the. Oh, it even has a cannon.
This is still just the first functioning prototype, though.
I'm aware of that. But I think these babies can serve us very well in the future.
Oh, most definitely. If I think about it, it's probably actually best deployed in the wasteland. Everything in the wasteland wants to just kill you whilst it's on the ground. It's free to just fly and not be worried about everything.
Edward, I have news for you. You are aware that we have shuttles, right?
Well, yes, but still. We've got people that have got to do a on-foot trek or some such through that hellhole.
True.
I am currently flying at the maximum surveillance range.
It's pretty high.
Alright. Well, Jerry, do me a favor and just make a few test recordings with that of some corporate billboards or something. Send them to me. I just want to see how good the quality of that is, and if we can improve on the sensor suite.
Sure thing.
I'd probably also recommend seeing about how fast it travels. Get it through
Yeah,
a time attack.
generally speaking, I mean, for time-critical things, we also have other options, but, generally speaking, Jerry, there's a few things I would like you to play around with on that. By the way, how does the terminal work for it?
It's a mid-range signal controller and camera.
Okay. Alright, so your homework for today. Test the thing up here a little bit. I don't want you to feel it yet. Make me some test recordings of some things that don't look like we're spying on anybody. Preferably over here at Trident. I want you to test out the maximum speed, the maneuverability on the thing, and I also want you to test out how well you can launch that thing from the back of a shuttle.
I don't know about the shuttle part because I don't got a shuttle.
I'm sure we can arrange something for you later today. But generally speaking, my thoughts just are that, considering the limited range of the controller, we might be able to station you in a shuttle outside of the, AO, and then just have you pilot the drone in. But yeah, that's stuff that we can also test later, once we have a shuttle available. For now, we're going to move over to Shimetsu, to check on Phoebe.
It's only been like 20 minutes since I checked. Probably going to be no change.
Did you go see her?
Or that happens.
Hello, Phoebe.
Hello.
How did the procedure go?
Rob. Hello, Captain. Hello, Ophie. Everything was successful, thankfully. Power core has been
That's good.
fully upgraded. Now I no longer require charging at night. And can approve of
That's very
higher
good.
grade energy deployments. Mm-hmm.
And maybe we should look into the upgrade for you too, Ophi. That's a thing we can look into at a later point in time. For now, let's go to the Leviathan. I'd just would like to have a quick debrief on everything that happened over the past 2 days, because there was a lot happening.
Affirmative.
Let's go.
Is Prowler free to go about his own business?
Oh yeah, sure. You can do whatever you like. You can either hang around here, and then travel back with Phoebe once we're done with our briefing.
Unless he
Alternatively,
has anything
you
to
can also
tell
come with
us
us.
before.
Doesn't really matter to me.
The procedure went extremely well. Better than I expected, even. With Shimetsu's help, it was handled perfectively. Yeah, perfectly.
That's good.
That's all I have for you. Other than that, if you don't need me, I will be on my way.
Thank you for your help with this, sir.
Yes, we appreciate it.
We really appreciate what you do for Phoebe.
Plates, so you have enough.
I intend to.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Well, we appreciate what you're doing for Phoebe.
I'm always willing to help any synthetic who asks.
Well, we're gonna be at the ship. So,
I will come with you.
yeah.
You have a good day.
I'll see you later.
Alright.
I assume you've got a way to get down yourself, otherwise, or you just
I
go.
have the pass.
Ah, wonderful. I'll tell Phoebe that you're just waiting here then, shall I?
I may go down, but I'll maybe hang out here for a bit.
Right. I just like to be thorough.
Of course, I understand.
Right. You haven't been up here enough times to remember the fastest way to get to the Leviathan, have you, Phoebe?
I really need to spend more time up here. My programming channels are so used to the wasteland and its demons.
Trust me, don't. It's all bureaucracy. It's terrible.
It's also very clean.
That's not a bad thing.
Have a seat. Alright, Phoebe, so, first of all, how did the, talk with Artyom go?
It went very well. I've already provided a full video of it to Captain Rivers. And essentially what it has boiled down to is they believe me to be an informant of theirs, not only against Astral, but also in the Wasteland as well.
So they want you to spy on us?
That is correct. Not just on Astral, but anyone who seems to put any interest towards Valkyrie's interests.
Interesting. Every information that you'll give them will either come from me or Captain Rivers. Is that clear?
Understood.
Good. If you have anything that you think they might want to know, reach out to us, we will talk about it. About what exactly you will tell them and how you'll tell them, okay?
Understood. I actually have something to add to that immediately. Within the Wasteland, the main leader, Henderson, has entrusted me with leadership of a team where our specific goal is to hit the volcano. Henderson is also aware that Valkyrie is basically trying to reconfirm their interests in the volcano, so he wants us to disguise ourselves and make it seem like it's some random bandit hit or something along those lines.
Understood. That is an information that you can forward to them. However, let them know that it is in your best interest if they don't that they don't directly act on that, because it would endanger your position in the leadership of that team. And having you as a double agent in that position is highly beneficial for all corporate parties involved.
Exactly so. And what I would like to do with that is part of the first information I feed them would be about bandit activity, and more specifically the fact that Henderson, as leader and representative of Scraptown, often goes to the Grand Bandit meetings that happen out within the wastes, where he speaks with the leaders of all major bandit clans that are here on Planetside. There, I can put a report that Henderson noted that the bandits have taken notice of Valkyrie's position on the volcano, and will target it at some point in the foreseeable future.
Alright. That works for me. Edward, your thoughts on it?
Well, considering how inept Valkyrie showed themselves to be the other day, I'm more than happy to say that their interests are probably best taken away from them. You know, they wouldn't know what to do with them after all.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that. Okay, a few more things. There's actually, well, I asked Ophi before, but Phoebe, are you familiar with synthetics by the names Wraith, Sari, and Mitch?
I am not.
Alright. Both of you. What do you know about the awakened synthetics in town?
I'm afraid I have no idea what awaken is.
I'm only familiar with that term when Garaslima did that interview, the interrogation.
Well,
Aloe.
to give you guys a little bit of insight into that term, an awakened synthetic is basically a synthetic that develops routines beyond their original purpose. They start somewhat of developing a consciousness. It is a phenomenon that has been occurring, especially around the world, the Embassy, and the Wastelands, quite a lot. So we would like to have an eye on it. If you ever encounter a unit that claims to be awakened themselves or behaves highly untypical for a synthetic, please have an eye on them and let us know. And do everything possible to make sure they can unfold themselves and do not get harmed in that.
Yes,
We are
Admiral.
strictly observing this phenomenon. We will not interfere with it, we will not hinder it, and if something threatens it,
Home base, this is Demo Reel. Mission complete.
1 second. Understood then, Mario. Continue with the rest of your normal mission today. If you encounter a situation where one of you two gets accused of being a awakened synthetic, refer them to me. If any of the synthetics that you know and that you trust gets accused of being awakened and potentially attacked because of that, let us know. We will consider stepping in. We might be
Admiral,
witnessing the
on
birth of
that
a new
note-
species here, and, yes.
Well, should it occur in the wasteland, where help from Astral may be far away, should I act on my own or still wait?
Inform me as quickly as you can via the SATCOMs, and try to step in a de-escalating manner.
Yes, we don't want you breaking any of the
Understood.
laws.
Yes. We might be witnessing a unique opportunity here to witness the birth of a completely new race, and there is some pretty big parties up here that are interested in seeing it unfold. So we want to make sure that awakened synthetics are a thing that have a way to exist. Especially if you see a corporate entity threatening them, let me know. I can pull some strings up here. Other than that,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
am aware with what happened, or I'm aware of what happened with Titan last year. There was a pretty big scare around that, and some of the people still think of that whenever they talk to a synthetic. So I'm perfectly aware, of the people here being not as nice to synthetics as they could be. But that should not hinder the awakening to take place. As a matter of fact, we assume that it actually helps it. if any of you two should show any signs of awakening, any unusual call routines that that you realize or that you notice during your checkups, any behavior that confuses you yourself, any routines that just cause some weird, potentially paradox errors, let us know. We will do our best to observe it.
Yes, Admiral.
Understood.
Alright then, you two. You're good to go.
I shall return to the wasteland post then with Paula.
Alright.
Believe he's still a
Have a nice trip.
Admiral, Captain, Ophi.
Safe journey, Phoebe.
Alfie? No, too late.
Far too slow, Admiral.
Yeah. I'm still waking up, I'm sorry. I slept like a rock last night.
It's
I
good
think
that
being
you're
on the
catching
hand
up.
once again and just stretching my necks was it helped. Speaking of units that show unusual behavior, you have heard Ophi bark earlier, didn't you?
She barked.
It wasn't just me imagining things. In front of the Trident Gate, she basically went woof, and she saw the drone.
Can't say that I noticed it, but I wasn't paying too much attention that way.
I see.
I'm a little concerned about the awakened synthetic situation. It might have been spread further than you and Mr. Ludovic might assume.
Personally, I don't really care. If a synthetic starts
mean,
acting
neither
like a
do I,
person,
I'm
it's
just-
the exact same. Like, it's just another individual that would try to kill you on the job. Nothing changes. If our
Yes.
synthetics were to awaken, again, who cares as long as they follow orders like any soldier?
I'm just afraid that it might inhibit the performance of our operators.
Ah, wait. I suppose
And
that's the
speaking of
human
that,
factor
I
of
had a
things.
little talk with Jerry earlier. We have a little issue here. We have contradicting intelligence reports from two of our operators.
On what?
Ophi claimed that she was with V in the row all day yesterday.
Yes.
that
And Jerry
didn't
said
split
that
for
they
more than
saw
a few
V
minutes.
down in the Undercity.
Yes.
Yes, I
V
did
in
find
the
that
presence
weird.
of at least another individual that we know Ophi also interacted with beforehand, and one of the individuals from the rescue mission in the Wastelands, to be precise.
So you're saying that Ophi
I'm
lied,
not-
but what would
I'm
be the
not
gain of it?
completely sure who of the two is telling the truth, or if we have a second V crawling around.
Doubt it. V looks very advanced.
I would like to keep an eye on the situation. I'm gonna do a trip with Ophi down to the row later today.
Well,
Um,
we could just deck Ophi and have her memory files displayed up. That guarantees the knowledge.
that is true, but I would prefer to not go to this drastic step yet.
Right. Well, I suppose if you take Ophi down to the row and then more causes for concern crop up. It gives you more reason to do so, to verify things.
Exactly. I just wanted to use that opportunity to observe her behavior in that environment. She claims that she wants to go down there undercover to familiarize herself with the area more. Even though I'm slightly confused about the fact that she didn't have the time to do that yesterday. As she claimed to have been meeting with a few friends and just going around the row.
Well,
At the same time, I would like you to have a closer look on Jerry. And try to validate how good his intelligence reports actually are.
in Jerry's case, it doesn't serve him in any way, shape, or form to lie. If anything, he's actually a model soldier.
Oh, Phoebe. How can we help you?
Apologies to bother you again. May I interrupt just for a moment? I forgot to make a request. I was so busy running the subroutines for my new power core. As part of the team, one of our members is susceptible to the heat of the volcano, and so I'm working on an environmental suit for them, and I was wondering if I would be able to requisition a base suit from Astral, used in one of our normal environmental procedures.
Yes, you can get an EVA suit. I will unlock the suit locker for you. There you go.
I'm very sorry, I know you're a little loud.
Interesting. Am I that quiet?
I mean, no quieter than normal, I feel, but then again, I'm used to you having quite a soft voice without the mask.
Well,
I've recalibrated the microphones. Apologies.
I unlocked the suit locker for you. You can grab one of our EVA suits. Just don't take one of the combat-oriented one, just one of the normal engineering EVA suits should be enough for this.
And make sure to strip out anything
Yes,
that
of course.
is, a little bit too fancy for individuals down there.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And let us know how that goes. I think having an environmental suit like that might also be beneficial for us in the future.
I'm planning on adding some more durability, as well as some slightly more low-tech armor plates. That way it's slightly more usable for something in like, not a combat-oriented role, but a role within a combat-oriented squad.
Rear guard. Got it.
Affirmative. The individual happens to be our medic and synthetic expert.
Makes sense then.
Very well, thank you, Admiral. I will get that. Sorry to bother you both.
Not at all.
Don't worry about it, Phoebe. So back to the topic. Yeah, I don't see what purpose it would serve Jerry to lie. I also
Of
don't
course
see what
not.
purpose it would serve Ophi to lie.
If anything, Jerry's very proud of his ability to gather intel. Sure,
Yes,
whilst some of it
I'm aware of
hasn't
that.
exactly been, let's say, the most reliable, the intent behind the intel
He
he's
sometimes
gathered.
lacks accuracy and
Yes.
overinterprets his own intel. I'm aware of that. However, considering that he was able to name me the names of most members of the group that V was with, I think it is safe to assume that that intel was none of his overinterpretations.
Yes, if he's naming individuals and putting descriptions to the names, then that does lead to a very solid foundation that he's done the research.
Yes. Now, I also don't understand why Ophi would lie to us.
Yes, that is somewhat concerning. Especially
I'm
if...
hoping for
Well, you see, every time I've seen V running around downstairs, they haven't worn a disguise or anything. They're just bold as you like, running around doing their own thing.
Mm.
So, if Ophi was walking around with them disguised, that leads people to instantly believe that Ophi's disguise may be someone of a corporate affiliation or some such, which immediately nullifies the ability of actually being disguised.
I've seen her disguise, and Ophi's disguise looks pretty good to me so far.
Yes, no, but it's the same as people saying M, right? Like if someone was to see M downstairs, and then someone walking around with M, what is the person walking around with M going to be seen as by the general populace?
From what I've seen so far, V does not seem to exclusively be around people and synthetics from the upper city, though.
Ah, well,
She seems to more have the reputation of a stray cat, so... Plus, according to Jerry's description, it does not seem like Ophi actually was with her at the time when he saw her in the Undercity. Which is the most concerning thing to me, because I could have understood them just making a quick detour into the Undercity, but the fact that they split up, even though, or at least if we can assume that Jerry's account is true, the fact that they seem to have been splitting up, even though Ophi claims that she was with V the whole time, means that we either have a V lookalike that is
we
good
have an
enough
allotment
to...
of time where Ophi was on her own.
Yeah. And for some reason she does not want to tell us about it. And that is concerning.
A little bit, yes. After all, information is the bread and butter around here.
Well, I'll look into that further. For now, we should go and acquire the files about this Mr. Bertram and his family from the Union.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Once we're done with that,
I will go down to the road with Ophi.
Right, and I'll see what's happening around the place. Probably double check with Trident and see if they want to hire us again to keep looking through that individual's contacts. So on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. And other than that, I think we should keep the information that Valkyrie tried to turn one of our people on us for our own for now.
See,
If
this is
anything,
why I'm glad I
we
never stayed with
might-
Valkyrie. They're too ham-fisted about everything,
Yes.
too set in their ways, too straightforward. It's painful to watch.
Yes.
Especially after the
If
whole
anything,
trying to fob off
we-
a fake core to Shimetsu.
Yeah. If anything, we might want to get Trident involved. But other than that, I would keep the thing on the back burner for now. Keep it in the back of our heads and stir it up at another point in time. As we actually have a video recording of one of them trying to turn around one of our people.
Yes. I mean, all the faces are blurred and the voices are slightly warped, but the clothing never got changed at all, so you might be able to figure out who's who.
Well then, let's go to the Union for now.
Right.
Actually, let me quickly stretch before we go.
Yes, always stretch. Pays to be limber. Especially when we're going to the head of bureaucracy. Right.
Ophi, what's your status and position?
I am currently at the stock market board, going on a walk.
Alright, we will meet you there in a second.
To the left, Admiral.
Oh, there you are. So what did the stocks say today? Try didn't up on top as always. Masaru is tanking. You're tanking hard. Seems like the new leadership has some starting issues.
Teething problems, yes.
Yeah, but everything is going down, so... Today's one of those days. There's no winner, just bigger and smaller losers.
Well, until everyone has to get replaced.
There is something wrong with the stock board.
What is it?
It's Valkyrie.
You're right. Somebody has tapped on the stock board. We should probably let the union know to fix that.
Maybe. You know, I'm surprised they haven't just shorthanded all of the stock names.
They took their eye.
Yes, they did. And as usual, the union's nowhere to be found.
Let me quickly double check if they have a public number.
DM present.
Hello, quick question. Do we know, or is there a publicly known radio channel for the union? Because we're trying to reach out to them and nobody is there.
Yeah, on the pinned Upper City channel
It's
is
40.
the public union radio. Yeah.
Okay, 40. Thank you.
Yeah, all those radio channels are public.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
This is Admiral Mithran Rodo from Astral. Is anybody of you available for a quick meeting? Alright, we're waiting in front of Union Tower for you. They're going to be here in a few minutes. They're just in another meeting.
Always the way.
I was just amused by the size of a weapon that you can hide under that coat.
I know, it's great, right?
Maybe I should look into... maybe if I do this...
It's not the
Almost
easiest.
worked.
Kind of weird having
Yeah.
hands that way. But...
Alright, so the plan for the meeting of Union is we need the public records on Mr. Bertram and his family. And I would like to clear up the legal situation of the volcano and the wastelands.
Ah, yes. Whether they actually own the land or not. If they don't
Yes.
have land ownership deeds, then...
Yeah. By the way, I just realized I put on the wrong color today.
What do you mean?
I was wearing white in solidarity with you.
Ah, yes, no.
I
Don't worry
quickly
about it,
changed
Admiral.
that. Nano-coated clothes, they're great.
I mean, I can always just go for the gold as well. There, how about that?
You look sick. And not in a good way.
Yes, no. Kind of looks like that sometimes. I mean, if I wanted to look sick, I'd probably be more like that, I think.
That's Avalon Green, that's not sick people, that's healthy people, as we all know.
If you've never seen a cartoon, Admiral, everyone knows that if someone's green in the face, they're normally ill. Green's healthy when it's on a board,
Well,
or like
that
with the
kid-
right icon. If a person looked green, they're
That's
normally not
actually funny
healthy.
because I have seen quite a few cartoons, and depending on the region where the cartoons come from, the colors actually change when it comes to feeling sick and ill. Because it seems, at least to my knowledge, that in the what the ancient Earthers called Western culture, green often was the color that depicted sickness. Meanwhile, in the more Eastern cultures, the color that depicted that was often a dark shade of blue, a little darker than trident blue.
Luckily, I'm naturally light then. I don't know if I can even get to Trident Blue. Think about it. I'm probably gonna end up more Masaru.
I need to see if I still have some old cartoons laying around somewhere. They were quite funny to read, and actually a few of them, specifically, I mean, I preferred the Eastern ones, but some of them were actually quite interesting.
Maybe I should broaden my cultural horizons, who knows.
Oh, and we need to tell them about the title. Do we need to tell them about the title?
Yes, probably. I mean, they keep track of it all, don't they? So, this is their tower, so obviously it's their mistake.
I was just thinking about maybe not telling them, and hoping that it stays that way.
I mean, they're enough of a joke already half the time anyway, so...
Yeah. I can slowly understand why the Union fell. I mean,
Because they don't have a take a ticket here sign instead of just a buzzer.
No. The time that they take to react to stuff is just too slow. Probably start mobilizing when the war already was over.
Probably.
I mean...
Well, I mean, it's not like some of the corporate
Some of them
entities
were
haven't
actually-
done the exact same thing, though. Like, that whole
Yeah, that's the
debacle.
one thing, and the other thing is... The only other thing simply is that some of them were actually quite potent fighters.
Hmm. We take time out of our busy schedule to come here, and they take their sweet time. You've got to love it. How many representatives do they even have up here?
I believe the current number is 2.
No wonder.
It is how it is.
You'd think the Union could send at least 1 or 2 more individuals to make sure that their base is always manned.
From what I've heard, they tried that before, but, you know how things go. People die, people disappear, people ask the wrong questions and then die or disappear.
At this point, I'm just tempted to call up someone in comms, come down here and be like, hack this door for us. Just deck it, get it out of the way. We'll go find the information ourselves. Save them the time. I don't like the inefficiency.
I think another big problem with that is also that the Union is basically touring around the whole upper city. They're rarely in their own offices, so...
True.
Usually when I see them, they're running in circles, quite literally.
You'd think they'd at least put some benches here or something. You know, right next to the stock market boards. Perfect spot for a couple of benches, at least.
I mean, that would actually be funny. A little bench right here, so you have a good view on the market board and can sit here and observe the numbers all day long.
Yes. Plus, you'd be able to see the shuttle entrance, too.
Yep. Maybe we should relocate over here, considering that they're probably going to kill off the shuttle.
See, I was just trying to find the best spot to be able to see both. If I wasn't wearing the dress uniform, I'd start doing laps.
I actually have an idea. Wait here, I'll be right back. Radio me if they show up.
Sure. Definitely one of these days. The waiting. Oh, boy.
Let's go over here.
Smart.
Huh? 1 second. Try it now.
Just readjust them.
That way we don't have to stand around all day long.
It's definitely not comfortable having that. Oh. Well.
Hey V,
Hello.
have you seen Union around anywhere? By the way, how was your trip yesterday? Elvie told me you had some fun? That's good. Now, where are these guys?
Right
We
there.
are about to have a meeting with the union, but afterwards.
Mr. Rhapsodia.
Hello?
We're here to fetch a little bit of data from you as well as ask you some questions, about a few different things. Can we go inside?
Yes?
Wolfie, we'll be back shortly. Wait here for us.
Understood. Yes.
If you're asking for data, I guess we should meet in my office.
Yes, that would be preferable.
I am speaking to V. I will be at Valkyrie.
Understood. Alright, so, there's 3 matters that we're coming to you for. First of all, to get the easy stuff out of the way, you're the ones in charge of keeping the stock board up to date, correct?
I do believe so, yes.
Well, we noticed that there's a typo on there. Valkyrie is missing an I. It's just Valkyrie at the moment.
Okay, I will talk to... I will send a message to who deals with that.
Thank you.
And out of character,
the
if
second
we can
thing,
be put up on the county.
I will. Don't worry, I will. The second thing we're here about is we would like to fetch some more data on Mr. Bertram from the Row as well as his connections and family.
Okay. I will see what I can find. And the third?
The third thing, we have heard that there was quite a little bit of commotion around the volcano in the wastelands. Do you guys have data about any legal ownership of that?
Out of character, I'm not sure.
Time to
I've
call the
already called the
DM.
DM, so yeah.
Okay. It seems like there has been quite a little bit of conflict surrounding the volcano recently. Especially with the locals in Valkyrie, and some has the potential. Oh! There's the voice of
I'm so
Kyle.
sorry. Hi guys. Hello. What can I do for you?
Hi!
So I have been asked about looking into Bertram and his. Would I know who has ownership of the volcano?
Yeah. GU would have in their records that Valkyrie is the current stake owner of the volcano.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it? You good?
Bertram. Bertram and his family was who also what we're looking for.
Bertram. Okay. I don't know who that. Forgive me. I don't know who that is. Is that
Tea shop owner in the row.
Yeah.
Row? Gotcha.
Owns the tea shop.
And then what was the name one more time? Was it Bertram?
Bertram.
Bertram. Got it.